welcome back to the Small Time Critics. I am your host, TRIZLUCENT, joined by
Hashi.
And today we're talking about Blumhouse's latest thriller that is called Drop. Oh my days. I don't know when we're going to go back to horrors. It's just never going to happen in 2025. This film, for me, was definitely one of my most anticipated films since we saw the first trailer. I don't remember what screening we went to.
I can tell you.
Oh, you remember?
Wolfman.
Yep. Oh, well, since then.
Yep.
Oh my days. Since I saw that trailer, I was gassed for this film. I was like, all right, cool.
Great trailer. It was great trailer.
The trailer has been sick from the beginning. Just to give you a brief overview of the film itself, it says, oh my goodness, a widowed mother's first date in years takes a terrifying turn when she's bombarded with anonymous threatening messages on her phone. You know what I'm saying? There's a bit more, but that's the main thing to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would you do in that situation? You're on a date, you're chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're trying to vibe with your person that you're sitting there with, and then you're just getting all these drops.
Yeah.
And it's funny how they don't call them airdrops. They call them digidrops.
Yeah, digidrops.
In this film. What would you do if you're just getting started bombarded with that?
I'll turn my phone off.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what about if your kid's at home? You know what I'm saying? It's your first day out. Because that's literally what's happening.
Yeah, but listen, there's a babysitter, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or what I'll do is I'll put my phone aside and periodically check maybe.
Okay.
But I'm not going to... This is the first time she's been out in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if you're with this new spice... You know what I mean? You're gonna lock in, no?
Do you know what's funny? Yeah, that's what took me out of this film. You know, because I was like, this is so unrealistic. How the hell are you checking your phone this much times, getting up, moving around the whole restaurant every second?
But that's the thing with guys, bro. Yeah, a girl can do that. Yeah, and that one point when he's about to leave, she gives him a kiss. He's like, bro, all's forgiven.
Do you know what's funny? I said when I was sitting there, I was like, she's gonna kiss him. That's the only way she's gonna keep this guy here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But chat to me. What was your first thoughts once you started diving into this film?
I thought the two main performers were very, very good. I always forget the guy's name. He's a very good actor.
Brandon Sklenar?
He could be the new, by the way, DC Batman.
Is this the guy that everyone's talking about? Could be the new Batman.
Yeah.
He's good, by the way.
He's a good actor.
He's good.
He's definitely a good actor. For me, I felt that their kind of chemistry was very, very good.
And Megan Faye.
Yeah, Megan Faye. And I think she's great as well. You know what I'm saying? I did think that this film was overly predictable. I think the main antagonist, he's someone who I've seen. I always forget his name, but when I immediately saw him,
Reed Diamond,
yeah, and we're getting spoiled as well, yeah. That brother, when we see him, I was like, all right, he's the guy. It was immediately like, he's the guy.
You know what's funny? From the second that he popped up on the screen, he says, "Oh, are you Violet?" And she's like, "Not Violet." He says, "What did he say to her? Are you whatever his date was supposed to be at the day?"
Yeah.
It was bait already from there.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. This guy's up to no good. There's gonna be some trouble here. Yeah. The movie was so predictable.
And the guy that was on his phone the whole time waiting for his sister, it was very clear he's a red herring.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Very, very clear. You know what I'm saying? But what I did find funny, and again, testament to the guy's acting, the annoying waiter was grinding my gears, bro.
Oh, he was sick. What the hell was his name?
He was so good. He was so
Jacob
annoying.
Robinson.
He was so annoying. And like him, but they're like saying like, I'm from, you know, like...
Wait, no. Sorry, I got that name wrong. Not Jacob Robinson. That's Toby. Toby was the kid, innit?
Okay.
I think his name was... I don't know what his name was. What was his name? What was his name in the movie?
I don't know. Just the waiter guy.
The waiter guy. Well, that doesn't help. Sorry,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was good.
He was good.
He was stand out.
He really, really like performed that role very, very well. And I did enjoy it. I thought
Jeffrey Self.
There you go.
Matt.
My guy. Shout out Jeffrey. The chick that was a bartender, she's good.
Yes, Gabrielle Ryan. She's also in Power, book 2.
There you go. You know what I mean? I stopped watching Power a long time ago, so I didn't catch her in that.
I thought you were supposed to be the cinephile of the group. Supposed to be the one who watches everything.
Not watching that slop. But yeah, she was good. Very, very sad that she got stabbed in the back, by the way. She didn't deserve that.
She didn't deserve that at all.
My queen didn't deserve that. But at the end, it was very interesting because like I was thinking like, how is this going to end? Like the poison, and when you see this brother with the panna cotta and stuff like that, you knew somehow she's going to get the poison into that, which I found very, very interesting. But then again, like the way the actual final set piece was, the thing that was like the wow factor in the trailer, out the window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I kept thinking, how are we going to get to that?
Yeah.
That's what I kept thinking.
I just found that just very interesting, man. And like the fact that my guy is not shooting through the tables, he's like putting the tables away. It just, again, suspension of disbelief kind of thing. So that didn't really kind of like sit too well with me. But bro, overall, bro, you can't complain. And the thing is, for me, when she's driving to the yard, like, what did she think she's gonna do to an armed man?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I just said I felt like this film was very, very, very tropey.
Yeah, very so.
I was like, obviously, in certain things you can kind of suspend your disbelief, especially in like horror, or thrillers, for a moment. But this film just felt so like, all right, cool, you're on the first date. Of course, obviously, your son is being like held hostage or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're getting texts on your phone saying, I want you to kill your date. Do you know what I'm saying? And it just felt so like, wait, what?
Even the sister, yeah, like my girl, she fought back, right, credit to her. But then my guy's got a clear shot on her, yeah, and shoots her in the shoulder.
Yeah, that was
safe. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. And like even like the very ending when my guy's throwing her around the room.
Bro, that brother's strong, fam.
Yeah,
he was dashing her around the whole room.
Throwing her around the room. And she's a tall woman, by the way.
Some great camera angles, though. The way the camera was moving.
There was. Again, the camera work in this was very, very good. Like some great sweeping shots of the hotel, even like of the kind of restaurant, even when she's walking into the restaurant.
Yeah,
one sweeping shot, like POV thing, which is great. Some great cinematography, man, throughout, definitely. And great use of technology. And also the text design.
Did you like that? I didn't like that.
I like that because for me, it's so different. Because again, we've seen all versions of it, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's been done the best in a film called Searching.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that.
Very, very good film where text is on the screen and shown very, very well.
Okay.
On the screen and stuff like that. Even in first person, stuff like that. Looking down at the screen, like looking up at the actor, looking down the screen and stuff like that. So that was good. But I thought for it to be done so differently in this, like making words which are way more important, bigger, the word kill in red. I thought that's interesting kind of thing. My only issue with that was there was many times where she was not looking at the screen, but the text was coming up on our screen. Does that make sense? She's like panicking, but then all of the text is coming up kind of thing.
That's true. I mean,
so that was like, oh, that doesn't really track.
Shout out my favorite meme from Spice Adams in there.
Yeah, of course.
And he's doing that behind the
tree.
Behind the tree. Do you know what I'm saying?
Top level.
That was great.
Elite meme.
Yeah, I mean, the film was cool. Like, I'm just, as I mentioned when I just started this, like, I just, like, Blumhouse, I don't understand some of these choices, you know. This felt like quite Megan-esque of a choice for them to pick.
Megan's good, though.
I did enjoy Megan.
Megan, I enjoyed.
Looking forward to Megan 2.0 as well.
Yes, which is basically going to be Terminator 2, apparently.
Basically.
The one here.
But, like, these choices of these films where it's like, and I said it when the film ended, I was like, why are we getting a happy ending? What's going on, bro?
It's a Blumhouse movie. Yeah.
But then Blumhouse do Wolfman. Wolfman was a very, very sad ending, man.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what's going on?
Dour ending, yeah.
What's going on with these movies, bro?
My issue is this, and I think what I want from cinema is original stories, original premises.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about one very, very soon. But what's happening is we're getting original premises, but they are being noted to death and being made to literally, quite literally show as much and tell the audience as much as humanly possible on the screen. Like, leave nothing to the imagination. Every exposition dumps galore kind of thing. And the issues is a lot of the stuff was so kind of predictable and so kind of like telegraphed in drop. It was very, very annoying. And I had a very similar issue with The Amateur, you know what I mean? Which is a film we can probably talk about later in the year. But just a paint-by-numbers thriller with a couple of like outstanding kind of standout scenes, but ultimately doesn't move the needle, and it's not something I'm going to remember. You know what I'm saying? And that's the prevailing issue here. Like, these original premises are something that you want to remember. You want to have a great time at movies, but also in like 10 years time, remember Novocaine? We had some fun. That was a dumb movie, but we had fun.
I sent a video to the group chat recently, yesterday, I think it was, where it was Matt Damon on Hot Ones talking about...
That's a legendary old clip, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking about how cinema has changed.
Yes,
you know
and the reason why it's changed.
Exactly. You can't make the certain type of movies anymore, because you think about I'm trying to think of like the 90s, really, like great thrillers of the 90s, bro, that you could watch that. Obviously, maybe they cost about maybe 10 million or something like that to produce. But then it's like, you already know, it goes into the theater. Bro, cool.
True Lies.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like Air Force One.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Demolition Man. Bro, you could go on and on and on. I could literally just talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger's filmography if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Sylvester Stallone.
But the budget ain't there anymore. Because again, remember we had this conversation last time, bro? The movie star is gone. Do you know what I'm saying? The true movie star that you can put into any
bankable
movie.
guy.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or woman or person
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying, can go into any film and really, you could sell the movie just on the
You
fact
can open your weekend.
do you know what I'm saying?
And break even.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And now the fact that these films are not going straight to DVD, do you know what I'm saying? You're not getting that anymore. They're going to streaming.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Where again, I mean, there's so many movies that have gone to streaming that I'm not watching. Do you know what I'm saying? That was in the theater. And the worst thing is, the windows of these films going in and out of the cinema is mad, bro. You got a film's coming out and 20 days later, it's on your TV.
And for me now, it's when that happens, it's more a case of showing what's a failure and what's not. You know what I'm saying? Like Mufasa is still in the cinemas as we speak right now. At this right moment of recording, you can go to cinema and still watch Mufasa.
It's also
That's
Disney
crazy.
Plus.
You know what I mean? And it's also on Disney Plus. So they are making money in every single avenue. So that's my only thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This film. It was okay. It was like a decent time at the movies. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the popcorn I had. You know what I'm saying? And the wonderful, you know what I mean, little kind of ice blast I had.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's like fair enough.
Literally a drop in the ocean. That's literally what this film
There you go.
literally is essentially.
That's a great way to end.
Would you watch it again? And would you recommend it to a friend?
You know what? Like if they want like a quick hour 30 movie to kind of watch, and in regards to kind of maybe someone going through something similar, yeah, why not? But other than that, nah, not really. There's way more other movies I would probably recommend. You know me, bro. There's a billion movies I can recommend to you right now. That's it.
Hey, listen, that's a review for Drop. Have you seen it yet? If you haven't, are you going to go check it out in the cinema, or are you going to wait till it comes out on streaming? Personally, I would wait till streaming. But that was our review for Drop. Oh, make sure you comment down below films that you remember from the 90s that are just bring back that nostalgia, man. The best thrillers of the 90s.
Yeah.
Comment some in the comment box below. And until next time, peace.
Peace.